Hey guys, it's Luca. Hey guys, it's Luca. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey guys, it's Luca. Welcome back to my YouTube account. Today I'm going to be doing a video, and no, really you're going to be doing a video. Crazy, insane. But today's video is going to be very sit down, chill. I'm on my vlog camera, I'm sitting on my bed. I just wanted the vibes to be super laid back. I asked you guys on Twitter to ask me some questions, and I just want to say that if you follow me on Twitter, you have a special place in my heart. I love interacting with you guys directly, and I really try to respond to you, and you guys are so funny. I love you so much, and I hope you love me back just as much. So I just tweeted out to you guys. I literally tweeted this 12 minutes ago, and there's almost 200 questions, so what? Do you miss gymnastics? If you don't know, I was a gymnast for 9 years, I want to say, maybe 10, and it was a huge part of my life. I did it competitively. I made it to level 9, and do I miss it? The answer is yes, but no. I have actually had a life for this past, it hasn't even been a year, but I have been able to do so many things that I wasn't able to do when I had gymnastics. I had no free time to hang out with my friends over the weekend. I did not have a social life at all, especially because I tried to do YouTube on top of it, and now actually having a social life, being able to do Saturday brunch with friends and not having gymnastics in the morning is so good. But I really do miss friends that I had in gymnastics. Sadly, most of them are graduated, so I don't get to see them anymore, which is really sad, and I definitely do miss those days where we would all go out. It was just such a good group of girls. It was so nice because I moved from Colorado to Florida and I had no friends, and it's really hard making friends in school, especially when there's it's even a broader pool of people. But when I went to gymnastics, it gave me so many good, real quality relationships that I don't think I could have gotten in school. I came to Florida so shy, but the girls on my team were so sweet and got to know me. You know, some people, when there's a new person, they don't really make an effort, but they actually invited me to things and kind of got me out of my shell, and I appreciate them so much for that. But it was actually a whole nother chapter of my life, completely different life. Also, gymnastics as a sport taught me so many lessons that made me such a more a better human being, and it really toughened me up for life. I think I really had to be both mentally and physically strong. The next question is how to make friends, and I think I'm gonna do a kind of advice series because I love giving advice. If you would like to see that kind of in a high school advice series, if so, what topics you would want me to speak on, because high school is hard for everyone. It's so hard, and I have so many opinions on high school just itself, so let me know if you want to see that. Biggest social media pet peeve. Everyone is putting out their best self and the prettiest pictures of them, most exciting times in their life. Very few people put out negative things that are going on in their life, which is, I'm not saying that people should. When you're someone else looking at another person's life from just social media, it can make it to seem like they are living a rock star lifestyle, they are so happy, they have it all. And the truth is, most of the time those people don't. I can't speak on behalf of them. There are a lot of people that are just going through a ton of stuff that you don't even see behind the scenes, and not that I know a specific person that is. I'm just saying in general, everyone goes through stuff, and you may think that just because they're a YouTuber or an Instagram star that their life is perfect because of what they put on the internet. It's not. Trust me, it is not. You might be sad and think, oh my god, they look so happy, or their life must be perfect, but there is a really big possibility that they're not happy. You really can't tell that much from vlogs or photos. People can put on a front pretty easily. I'm not a YouTuber that tries to put on a front. I do love spreading positive energy, but I feel I don't try to paint my life as being perfect, and I hope I don't. I never want to, because I do go to high school and I do struggle with every sort of teenager thing, and if I do ever seem like I'm doing that, I don't. I'm just trying to carry on those positive vibes to you guys. I want everyone to be happy. Coffee order is an iced almond milk latte. Least favorite thing you've ever been asked. How much money do you make? I don't know why. I just hate it when people ask me that. I feel like it's a personal question. You wouldn't ask an adult how much money they make because that's just kind of rude. And people seem to think that just because they ask me, then that means that I have to answer. Tips for insecure people like me. Tips for insecurity, I would say that comparison will kill you. And I feel like if people didn't have an image of what being pretty looks like, or what is kind of social media standards of looking pretty, if that didn't exist, I feel like insecurity wouldn't exist either. There's not a worse feeling in this world than looking at other people's like Instagram photos or like other girls and just feeling like insecure about yourself. If you notice yourself doing that, just stop it. And that's probably easier said than done to some extent, but honestly it depends. Like if you want to be happy, you gotta cut some things out of your life, like definitely comparison. Delete Instagram if you ever feel like you're comparing yourself. Unfollow the person, or just stop looking at other girls' photos if you start feeling like that, because if you just keep giving into that feeling and then keep looking at more and more people and comparing, then that feeling will just swallow you up. It sucks. I feel like loving yourself is something that isn't an on and off switch that you can just turn on, sadly. You really have to find things that you truly value about yourself that's not only on the outside but on the inside too. Everything from the decisions that you make is going to have the outlook that you have on yourself. Does that make sense? You have to earn yourself respect as well. If you're treating yourself like, I don't deserve this, putting your standards low for people who you hang out with, you treat yourself with love just like you would another human being. I feel like some people put themselves second, but really focus on, especially in our young years, putting yourself first and stop worrying about what other people care, because that's when you can really actually not fall in love with yourself, but fall in love with yourself essentially. Not in like a narcissistic way, but I feel like it's so important that everyone to some extent falls in love with the person that they're becoming. And I really do think that like when you're thinking about loving yourself, don't just think about the external things. Like yes, that's important, but guys, personality, it matters so much more. Like work ethic, personality, the way you treat others, that is a thing that you should love yourself for. External things, they don't matter. You want to love yourself, like you want to accept yourself, but also look at yourself from like who you are on the inside, because I feel like that's how you really gain like respect for yourself. And also just don't like talk down upon yourself. Does that make sense? Like I hear you guys on Twitter being like, oh my gosh, like I'm so ugly. Like no, you're not. If you only saw yourself from my eyes, I cannot like actually imagine how someone that beautiful would say that they're ugly. And I'm not just saying like a particular person. I genuinely believe everyone is beautiful. Like please don't ever call yourself ugly. It pains me. Like it literally, like when pretty people like say they look ugly or something. Do you feel a spiritual connection to kombucha? All the time. I read those little inspirational quotes on the bottle and sometimes it brings me to tears. I wish I was kidding. Some of the quotes hit me so hard, I just tear up a little bit. Do I have any fears? Absolutely none. It's just a thing that comes with having beast mode on 24/7. I don't have time for fears. I don't. They can't exist in my life. How would I be a savage with fears in my life? I wouldn't. Boyfriend, I know. There's a point where I was like, oh, like that would be cute, but now I'm like, nah, I'll pass. Do you jewel? I don't. Do you love me? I love you so much. Once again, I love every one of you guys. I love every single one of everyone. Where do I want to go to college? I get a lot of questions on this, and this is kind of the part where like, everyone starts to freak out just a little bit inside, but since you guys are my friends, I feel like I can talk to you guys about this. But there's a point in my life, I think like kind of towards the end, rolling into the beginning of this year, I did not want to go to college. A lot of adults would actually tell me like, I don't need to go to college, and that's probably true. There's definitely opinions on both sides of the spectrum, because a lot of colleges are just not very update with like things like they're teaching, and I feel like the market I'm in very socially up to date and very new, and so I wouldn't want to waste my time going to a college that isn't that up to date. Like, but I have recently found a college named SCAD and established that I would like to go to college. I'm no longer not wanting to go to college, so that's good. I mean, or it's not good, like both ways are good, but I also have my school to thank for that. At the beginning of the year, as I said, I didn't want to go to college, but I feel like they really helped me find like options for me, and they understood that I had a YouTube channel and that like they know my situation, but they still encouraged me to go to college, and I'm really kind of appreciative for that because I felt like my guidance counselor actually cared for me, and she wasn't like, okay, like you don't want to go to college, cool. Best childhood memory. I was thinking about this kind of in depth, and we used to live in Colorado, as I said, and we had a condo up in Beaver Creek, and I loved just like running outside and kind of pretending I was like living another life. I would always love pretending like I was a spy, and I loved pretending to break into my own house. I don't know if anyone else did this as a kid, but I would like pretend that I was like sneaking in someone else's house. I promise I was not, you know, crazy child. Actually, no, I definitely was to some extent. I was sitting in my nail salon, and they played the most beautiful coffee house music. It took me back to like the feeling I had as a child, which was just love. And as a child, once you think about it, you're not worrying about anything, you know. Do you know Luca is a boy's name in Brazil? Yes, I did. I think one of my first love interests I had was a boy named Luca on a cruise. If I can find a picture, I will insert one of us. But we had a little summer fling. He was a beautiful one. The whole Brazilian thing was going on for him. I really hope that he grew up just as beautiful. And so we had the same name and everything. No, we were on a cruise, like it was a European cruise. So think of just how romantic that is. We would like take pictures, we would like dance and stuff. Okay, that's making me so sad. Like, oh, what was life good? I want to do that again. Mom and Dad, can we please go on another one of those cruises? All right, I need to pull myself together. What's your favorite part of being a YouTuber? Okay, I'm not even kidding. It is having people that support me. I feel so unbelievably like blessed that I have so many people that just love me for me, and knowing that I have so many people that just get me, so amazing. And I love you guys so much. Like, you guys get my jokes. You guys make me laugh. You make me happy. I make you happy. At least you tell me I do. And I got a lot of questions about like how people at school react to my YouTube, and a lot of people say like, do people at my school make fun of me? And it's definitely not that I have to worry about. I feel like I'm in an era where social media it's not considered like cool, but it's not something that's like weird, as it were. Like maybe 10 years ago, I feel like if times were different, it would be, people would probably think I was crazy, but I can like tell one of my teachers and they would maybe know. Some of them are still confused. They're like, you have a website? I was in the school newspaper, which was super awesome. But the one thing that I do have to worry about is people using me. It's something that someone who isn't in my position definitely would not understand. But if you can just put yourself in my shoes for like 1 second, imagine like having to think about who you want to trust and who you want to let in your life, and if they want to be friends with you for the right reasons. It is not something that is fun to do because I want to be friends with everyone, and I am friendly with everyone, but it's a matter of, are they trustworthy, and are they really wanting to be friends with me just because they like my personality, or whether they just want to use me to get more popular or to get more Instagram followers, whatever that may be. It can really hurt sometimes when like you're only seen as an object that people can benefit from. It was so hard, especially like at homecoming. So many people were like, oh, that's the famous YouTuber, or just like react to me with shock. And it's so cool that if someone's like a fan of me and they love me, I love that so much. Don't think that's weird at all. But the one thing is when people just like act like I'm some extraterrestrial human. Just because I make videos in my room does not make me some crazy celebrity. Some people do take it to that extreme. It just kind of blows my mind because I'm just sitting over here like, I am not that insane, okay? You really don't need to go that far. A good hi, hello, a hug, I want to hug you. When people kind of just make it more of a big deal than they need to, that's something that makes me feel a little uncomfy. That and just people wanting to use me is kind of terrifying, and I've never had to deal with that before. I can't imagine what an actual celebrity must go through. It must be a crazy, crazy life that I don't think I'd want. A lot of people like say like, oh, I want to be famous, and I just get a little taste of what being maybe famous would be like, and there's so many downsides to it. In high school, it's such a small pool of people, and things definitely are blown out of proportion in high school, I feel like. If you go to my school, I'm a YouTuber, but like, I am not an alien, all right? I sleep in a bed, I sweat, no, I don't have, yep, sweat marks, there we go. I'm really not that different than you. I would love to chill and hang, but I don't want to give you a shout out. That's the tea. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. And there's also people who think it's so, like, no problem with actually blatantly. That test me, they do. Okay, this is too much tea.
Slide on the pimp gang with my pinky ring. Lot of gang, lot of